Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network. It's a blessing to be here this week. I'm your host, Ric Davis. Anyone who isn't following me on my social media platforms, I invite you to do so. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Prime Real Estate Ric. I repeat, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Prime Real Estate Ric. It's great to be here with you this week. As always, I have my co-host here with me. I want to introduce everyone to the Texas Real Estate King, my co-host and good friend, Mr. Larry W. Brooks.
What's going on, beautiful people? Of course, it's always awesome to be here in front of you, and I'm happy to see you again today. Of course, I'm on every platform as well at Texas Real Estate King. I'm excited about today's show. You have no idea the gems that are going to be dropped. So run out, grab your notepads, grab the things that you use in order to get your secrets to be able to lock those things in. We got an awesome show ahead of you. And again, I'm just happy to be in front of you again. These episodes are just adding up, and the time we get to spend with you guys is amazing. So let's keep it going, Ric.
Oh man, I want to thank everyone, just like Larry did just now. I want to thank everyone who supports the podcast. And if this is your first episode of the Prime Real Estate Network, I want to invite you to subscribe to our audio podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. You can search for us and find us at the Prime Real Estate Network. If you are watching our video, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Prime Real Estate Network as well. Larry and I, as always, would appreciate a 5-star rating, and a review, because those reviews is how we show the online podcast viewing and listening community that we have a viable show and we are building our following. Today's episode is entitled Leading Ladies. I'm really excited about this episode because today I have two of the leading lady realtors in the greater Houston area. And without further ado, I would like to introduce to everyone who's watching the Prime Real Estate Network to Miss Tamesha Hall and Miss Tamesha Wells. They are the Real Estate Chicks. They host a real estate radio show entitled The Real on Real Estate, and they also represent the Task Realty Group. So once again, to the Prime Real Estate Network audience, I'd like to introduce the Real Estate Chicks. How you doing, ladies?
We are great. We're great. Thank you so much for having us in today.
Oh my goodness gracious. I want to thank you ladies for making time, because I know everyone's schedule is super packed, especially during this time of year. This is a first for Larry and ourselves because we haven't had the opportunity or the pleasure to have radio show hosts on our show. So I want to thank you for that as well. But ladies, please introduce yourselves to the audience. Let them know about yourselves, your business, and what type of things you guys provide to the public.
Go ahead, Ms. Wells. All right, I'll go first. I am Tamesha Wells. I am with Task Realty Group. I am in a lot of organizations, but let's go ahead and start with HBREA as well as NARAB, which is the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. I am a part of YRD, which is Young Realtors Division. On a national level, I am the first vice president. Locally here in Houston, I am a part of Women's Council of HBREA, and I do chair the Scholarship Luncheon, which this year, we're definitely going to talk about education on her side, but we were able to educate over 800 students.
And you know, that's really, really impressive. And like I was telling our audience, that's why I decided to call this episode Leading Ladies. I feel like it's really, really important to spotlight those leaders especially in the real estate community, because there are so many professionals marketing their services, speaking, advertising online, on social media, that ladies like yourselves who are in leadership positions to inspire and direct, I wanted to make sure we shine the spotlight. Ms. Hall, can we talk about some of the organizations that you are involved with?
Of course. I'm Tamesha Hall, better known as Key Hall.
Key Hall,
Right.
yeah.
The key is to call Key for your real estate needs, you guys. So I am in several organizations as my counterpartner. We host the Real on Real Estate together on 95.3 Jams every Wednesday from 12 to 2. I am also the second vice president of Women's Council, HBREA locally. I am a board member of the TARAB. I am on the HBREA, which is the Houston Black Real Estate Association Education Committee. And I'm also on the national level as the chaplain of Women's Council, NARAB, which is my new position that I hold dearly. God has positioned me to better myself and be able to pray for others as I get myself together.
Yeah,
well,
Key,
right?
yeah.
So I'm super excited about this opportunity to sit here with you guys and just to share my passion with your audience.
Oh, sounds good, man. Hey, you know, I'm excited to always see these ladies. So it's one of the gems that things that I always consider a gem is that I'm always at the National Association of Real Estate Brokers Conference with these ladies. So the thing is that you always find the good, solid people that are good at in this industry, because they always find ways to go pick up knowledge and the nuggets. So if you don't mind, share with me a little bit or share with the audience a little bit of some of the things that you pick up as you go to the national conference and you kind of find seeds to put back into your businesses.
Well, I think I've been going to the national conferences for about 3 years, and I think you've been going for 4. Right.
Wow,
Yeah, they have a ton of information. Not only the information that they teach on, but the individuals that go. NARAB is composed of older generational individuals, so we get a lot of information, a lot of knowledge.
Legends in the business.
Yeah.
I mean, first Black real estate professionals, first appraisal guide. So just to be around that dynamic, be around that sphere of influence, it helps me, motivate me, empower me.
Okay.
The first conference I went to was in Houston, the Houston Omni.
Yeah.
And that was so powerful. The commercial classes that
I
they
was
held,
there, I remember.
the time management classes that they held, the YRD. You wasn't a part of it, but that was inspiring. And I can't wait to see what my new first vice president have in store for the YRD.
Yes,
Sounds
absolutely.
good.
Now, as leaders in your organizations, what motivated you when you were just a member? What inspired you to step up and take on the added responsibility of being in a leadership position? Because it's not always about just winning the election.
Right.
Or actually just being given the responsibility. It's about working it and working those, your place. So what is it inspires you to be such a leader in those organizations that you're a member of?
I'm always about, if you want a solution, you have to be a part of the problem. You have to figure out what the problem is and be about it. So a lot of times people complain about who's in position and why things are not going their way. With me, I am the person that say, okay, this is not the way I want it to go. Let me figure out a way. Let's sit down and get together and find a way to make it happen. So when I saw this organization doing things for my community, my African American homeowners, I knew that I needed to be a part of it.
Yeah, I will second that. I'll definitely second that. Those individuals, like I said, they are older, and so we have the energy, they have the knowledge. So if we combine those two things, we can make a dynamic team. And so that's exactly what we are trying to do.
One of the things I was curious about, and either of you ladies can answer this question for me, because I know, like, as part of NARAB, they have a women's council. Now, being involved with that women's council, what issues specifically towards women do you guys discuss in this council for any newly licensed female realtors that may be seeing our show? What type of things do you discuss in the women's council?
So Women's Council is not just for real estate. It's for all women. It's women empowerment. Any woman who wants to start a business need a platform to start, need sisterhood to help guide you. Our mission is not just about women empowerment. It's also about
financial literacy,
credit stability. educating the low to moderate income families. So anyone who believes in that should be a part of the Women's Council. As Tamesha stated, we educated over 800 students this year alone, and we're just in August, right? And I am, as second vice president, going back into the schools right now. So the year's not even over, and pushing to get scholarships for our high school seniors to start teaching elementary students the needs versus wants.
Right.
Start telling the middle school kids what career path they should go to, or help them, guide them. So Women's Council
more options,
is more options. Women's Council is about all of that in detail. HBREA, democracy and home ownership. Women's Council, financial literacy.
When you speak on the councils that you serve on, what type of real estate, realtor, agent specific issues do you guys discuss on your council?
Well, we really focus on and it's similar to Women's Council, however, it's not financial literacy. It is focused on younger individuals, teaching them how to not rely on financial aid or getting all these student loans, because those student loans is definitely going to harm you in the future when you're trying to get a home.
Right.
So learn different ways. Maybe use real estate as a tool to pay for your college.
That's right.
You know, be an investor. Learn how to do these things. And we are here, and we have the knowledge, the resources to help you do that.
And that's always good, because the thing is that me and Rick have discussed in the past that, you know, when we were coming up, we just were not aware of what it is that us as realtors, what we actually could offer, that this was an option, instead of going out getting those student loans and still not figuring out what it is that you wanted to do until your senior year, and then having to change it and continuing to gain debt. We didn't realize that as a real estate professional or realtors, you have an opportunity to go get educated through one of the trade schools and actually start. You can pay for school that way if that's something that you choose to do. So that was a great point. I totally agree with that.
And you know, just to speak and piggyback on Larry's point, is that we, and when I say we, I mean myself, Larry, Ms. Hall, and Ms. Wells, we've worked together in the past. Now, to all of our people who are watching and listening to this podcast, me and Ms. Hall have worked together on a buyer and seller end when I was working with a developer and a builder. So I know what means and what steps you take to make sure you guide your clients through that process. And one of the questions I would like to ask both of you ladies is, what is your X factor? What is it that you feel like differentiates your services and what you provide to your customers that separates you from the crowd? Because you hold leadership positions. Larry spoke to how you are always really active in continuing education. What is it that you think just gives you that extra oomph to put you over the top, where your clients not only come back to you, but they refer you to friends and family?
Well, I guess I can say this one part for both of us. We truly have the passion. And
that's important, so important.
Not only for the business, but for our clients. We really believe in generational wealth. And so we educate. We give our time and energy to our clients so that they can have generational wealth.
Oh, no, absolutely. And if it's okay, because we're going to have a break to get a word from our sponsor, but when we come back, if you would please indulge us, go into you guys' background a little bit, talk about some inspirations and mentors, because you ladies are so active on social media, Facebook, that some of our people who may be watching us may be familiar with you, but have never interacted with you before. And it's always easy for people to see an end product. But if you will, please, let's talk about your background and where you started and how you got to where you ladies are now.
So you want the real from the real estate.
Absolutely. If that's okay.
That's right. I like it.
So please stay with us here at the Prime Real Estate Network. We're going to take a short break so that you can hear an ad from our sponsor, and we will return shortly. Thanks a lot.
Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or are interested in getting their real estate license, visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network. I'm your host, Ric Davis. Thanks for coming back with us. I want to urge everyone who does not currently subscribe to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher to do so. You can search for us at the Prime Real Estate Network. If you do not subscribe to our YouTube channel, I would like to urge you to do that as well. And you can search for us at the Prime Real Estate Network on YouTube. In our previous segment, we were discussing leadership with the real estate chicks here, and I want to throw it to my co-host, Mr. Larry Brooks, because I want to ask him about some of the things he's been doing and how's everything been going with your booking as far as the book tour as well, sir.
Well, I appreciate you asking, Rick. Things have been good. I can't complain. I had a short sabbatical, I would like to call it, on last week, and so I'm back here today, energetic, excited about the real estate business. The book has been going well. Today I actually found a spot. I'm gonna get ready to do a book launch for the entrepreneurcodebook.com. I'm going to go do a book launch here in about 2 weeks, and so I have the destination and the address and everything for everyone on next week. But it's been amazing, and I'm enjoying our guests, you know. And the one thing that I always take away from these things is that there's enough room out there for everyone to win in real estate all at the same time, right?
Yes.
And so the thing is you see us bring people on this platform that are doing the exact same things that we're doing, but we realize that this is a business that has customer service written all over it. So, just to have an opportunity to bring people on the show that can give you their experience, give you the things that give them an opportunity to service their customers well, is room for everybody. So for those of you out there that feel like you can't pass out knowledge, you can't share a platform with other realtors unless they're involved in your company, let me tell you something. It's not that way. In this business, like I said, Taz Realty, these ladies, I see them all the time. We always share great advice. We have great masterminds when we have an opportunity to share what's going on in each other's businesses. So to be able to share this platform with them, I'm excited. I'm glad we were able to get them out, and now we want to hear more. We want to go a little deeper with the real estate chicks.
No, it's super funny, Larry, because I've been working with Miss Hall for maybe 4 to 5 years now.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sure you guys have worked together for, if not longer, at least a similar amount of time. So I would like to ask Miss Wells and Miss Hall, could you give us some insight as far as where you started in your entrepreneurial journey in real estate? Who were some of your inspirations and mentors? And what was that singular moment that motivated you to change from what it was you were doing before real estate to go down this road?
So I'm going to talk to the people that are working corporate, right? So
corpreneurs, I think they call
right. I was in corporate, doing call center, had 15 years of experience, went up the ladder, supervisor, just was not happy. Wanted to build my own legacy. Got with a girlfriend. She was in the real estate at the time, and we partnered together and we were doing loans. I was a loan officer in 2005, and that's where I started.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had my second child. Right.
She counted like, was that 10 or 7?
Right.
So
I just had my second child, and I wanted to be able to have more hands-on with my kids and be able to still use that same customer service that I used in the call center with something that meant something to me. That last meeting I went in, they said, we want to take this business to $1 billion, but I got a 50-cent raise. Woo. Right?
Yeah.
So that was a gut puncher, and I've been there 3 years, and where am I going to take my family and my legacy?
Yeah.
So that's when I then seen that I needed to take it somewhere else.
And it's interesting that you bring that up, because a lot of moms that may be watching the show right now or listening are in exactly that same situation.
Right.
And before you step out on faith, they feel like there's a deterrence between starting my own business and having enough time to be a mom. So could you speak on how...
Beforehand,
please.
I want to hear Mrs. Wells' story as well. How did you get into this thing?
Oh, well, at the age of 19, I actually purchased my first 2 rental properties or investment
just
properties.
like a year or so then, huh?
It's so funny. Yeah, but I purchased my first investment properties, and I was a victim of mortgage fraud.
Wow.
And so I didn't want that to happen to anybody else, so I got into the loan officer or mortgage business to learn how to help others not become a part of a situation like I did. And so the mortgage industry crashed, and it wasn't anyone that I can actually trust in that industry. It was so many different criminals, out there just taking advantage of a lot of people.
Definitely.
And so I went back into corporate America, but my heart wasn't there. Like, my heart was always in real estate. So I went back, got my license to be a real estate agent, and said, this is my passion, so I just need to be in it, and I'm here.
Definitely.
All right,
My same story.
Yeah.
Crashed, didn't have no one.
No, it's funny how they mirror and parallel.
And how our names mirror.
That is true. That is true.
We have a lot in common, guys.
Okay.
And a lot of similarities, and we never knew each other. We actually lived a street over from each other growing up. Never met each
knew
other
that.
until we came to
Because our
Tash
parents
Realty Group.
didn't let us go outside.
Okay, now, but this is a question. So did you guys share schools? Did you guys go to any schools and just not know each other?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. That's super
It's
duper
crazy.
interesting.
And now they're adults, and you can't get one without the other, like
No.
Batman and Robin, as they say. I don't know.
Yeah, we're accountability partners.
That's
you
it.
take one with the other.
That'll work.
Yeah.
No, and this is super cool, and it brings us back as far as me and Larry talk about partnering in business on our show. What is it that you have found that is valuable when it comes to finding someone who is professional and reputable to partner with in business? Because go ahead.
Honesty, communication.
Okay.
That's the key part, is communication, and being able to communicate with one another and understand there is a agree to disagree. Sometimes you're not going to always be right, and sometimes that the other person in that a group can expand your idea. So be okay with that. Some people that was my idea. Why did you take my idea? But if you have the right person, the right team, they can take your idea and expand it.
Absolutely.
Super. And that's really, really powerful. Larry.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to make sure I asked you, along with Ms. Hall and Ms. Wells, because as business owners, we probably have people that's watching this episode from their cubicle in their corporate office right now. What is it that we would urge them to consider when they're deciding if they should make the plunge into entrepreneurship and starting their own business?
When I look at it, and again, this is key if you are looking, if you want to be an entrepreneur. So I'm not trying to tell anyone to step away from your job. If you're happy where you are, it's providing the time and the energy that you want with your family, stay where you are. This is not something that you jump into lightly just because you feel like, oh, that person's an entrepreneur. That person gets to, make their own hours. But if this is something that's a part of your heart, it's the desire that you have, it's one of those things, man, you just have to step out there. Now, make sure you have the right idea and the right concept in place, and that is actually something that's going to be able to feed your family, and that it's not going to take you years to get going, but something that'll just take you a few months, or have the right coaches or have the right team in place, or people that can help you out. So the thing about real estate, if you get with the right organization, you get your license, you get with the right brokerage firm, regardless if that's Brooks & Davis, if it's Task, if it's the right type of environment. Like I heard the lady sharing that, when someone has advice and they're sharing advice backwards and forwards, Rick, and you may thought that you had the perfect plan, but they may say, hey, now let's tweak it this way. If you're able to take coaching, is what I like to call it, because you're actually taking advice and you're turning it into something, then you could get into this entrepreneur business and really be successful. But it's really about taking that advice.
Exactly.
With 6 months of reserves.
Right. That's
In
what
6
I
months, you better put that money. You better put that money away.
Reserves is key. I think my turn was coming back into real estate was listening to Steve Harvey Jump episode.
Yeah.
And it was powering. And I think the next week I heard Oprah Winfrey, and she had a similar message about starting and going after your passion and your legacy, and just really thinking about it. And so a lot of people call me and say, what made you quit your job? Because I had a great job. 401k I left, right? Benefits and all, to start my own legacy. You must have 6 months of reserves. That's number one. You want to have your marketing. It takes money to make money.
Takes money to make
guys.
money, no doubt.
Nothing is given to you. Educate yourself is key. Don't think your broker is going to be the go-to for everything.
Right.
They are your support, your mentor, but you need to invest in yourself before someone else invests in you.
Speaking of mentors, do you ladies have anybody in particular that stands out to you when you think about mentoring?
Wow.
I know that you guys are accountability
lot,
partners,
yeah.
but is it someone else or maybe audios or something that you listen to that kind of gets your engine running?
Accountability partner is a little different than mentorship.
It is.
Right?
Yeah,
It is.
so we are accountability partners.
Right.
But for me, I do have a few mentors.
Right.
Some are tangible, some are intangible, right?
Okay.
So we do have Tony Robbins. I absolutely love him.
Yeah.
I love Tom Ferry.
Brian Buffini.
Brian Buffini is
Yeah.
one, definitely.
Definitely.
And Miss Letitia Grant is our broker, who is one of my mentors.
Good.
My
good.
first mentor coming back was Andrea Cooksey.
Okay.
Y'all know Miss
girl
Cooksey.
Cooksey.
Yeah.
She can sell ice to what is that? Eskimo?
Yes.
That's it right there.
I said Eskimo, yes.
I love her dearly. Her passion, her drive. They say I'm a baby Cooksey. I don't even think I'm near Cooksey, but if I can get there, then that's great. But that's one of my definitely one of my mentors here in Houston. Letitia Grant, LaDonna Parker, Kim Barnes. I mean the list. Idja Johnson.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, she has great stuff.
I love Chief's new energy. He's a new agent, but he's hitting it.
Yeah.
He's rocking it.
He's rocking and rolling. It doesn't mean that because you've been in the business so long or 20 years that you're rocking and rolling. That guy is really rocking and rolling.
Good.
And I want to give everyone that is watching this episode or listening to our podcast an opportunity to meet you ladies out and about during marketing or speaking engagements. So do you have any upcoming activities, mixers, social, speaking engagements that you would like to let the public know about?
Well, I don't have any, but I do have an office if you guys want to stop by Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I'm off of the 610 in Maine, so it's 2646 South Loop West, Suite 155.
You guys, I'm always doing something. This weekend, I'm hosting an open house at 15706 Dunbrook Drive.
Yes.
Beautiful home in Old Oaks. September the 22nd, I have partnered with BBVA, Guest, New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church, and FES. We're going to host a seller buyer workshop. So I'm super excited about that. I never host a seller's workshop.
Yeah.
I'm going to do CMAs right on the spot, let them know what they need to do to get that house ready for the market as well as the buyers there. I had a seller this year.
Yeah.
Sold their house in the middle of the deal they couldn't buy, and they end up having to sell their home. So that made me push to say, let me get these sellers on the right track. Let them know what steps they really need to do to get to that next level.
If you guys are looking for to sell your house, you definitely want to stop by this event and tell them what time.
It's September the 22nd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church on 9126 Jensen Drive.
Perfect.
Outstanding. Mr. Brooks.
Wait, I don't have anything particular coming up this week, but of course you can always find me on social media. You can always find the details about programs that I have at my website, which is larrywbrooks.com. Social media handle is going to be Texas Real Estate King. So make sure that you go on, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube page. By all means, if there's anything that I can ever do to help you in your buying, servicing needs, whatever that may be, please feel free to reach out to me. I am very touchable, as I like to say, Rick. I'm very touchable.
The pastor
Man
that
of
you
the
can
people.
touch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man of the people.
Touchable. I'm a man of the people.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in this week. Just like Larry, Miss Wells, and Miss Hall have urged everyone to do, reach out. Tag friends, family, share this episode. Referrals are always appreciated. I want to urge everyone to subscribe again, but you can also reach out to Larry and myself via our inboxes on any of our social media platforms. If you would like to sign up to be a Prime Real Estate Network referral warrior, that is also available to you all. We have all kind of great prizes, excursions, trips that we're going to be taking with our referral team. So we urge everyone
That is nice.
to sign up for that as soon as possible. And once again, if you have the opportunity, go to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe to our audio podcast. If you would like to watch our podcast on your iPhone, iPad, or smart television, just subscribe to the Prime Real Estate Network YouTube channel. Once again, on behalf of my co-host, Mr. Larry Brooks, and our guest, the Real Estate Chicks, I want to thank everyone, and I urge you to tune in next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.